What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 12 of The World's First. And today we're going to be taking on Northwich Victoria as we start to round down the second season here with Sheffield FC. But before we get into that match and how we're doing in the league, let's go over the past couple of months' worth of matches. In our first match after the Mickle 3-2 victory, we came away victors at Blythe Spartans, taking a 2-1 victory on the backs of a Liam Thier goal, as well as an own goal mistake by the Blythe Spartans defenders. Blythe actually got into the lead first in the 20th minute on their only shot on target. However, Liam Thier answered right back off the kickoff, and then after a sending off in the 57th minute by a Blythe player, we were able to capitalize by getting consecutive corner kicks, ultimately causing the defender Nathan Bonswell to make a mistake and head the ball into his own goal to give us the win and all 3 points. In the very next match, however, it was a very boring affair as we went to Frickley and came away with a point. However, it was on the back of a 0-0 draw, and to be quite honest with you, it was a very shoddy affair on the backs of Sheffield FC as we only took 4 shots total, none of them being on target, and played rather lackluster. Frickley deserved all 3 points. Really, they had more of the ball, more shots. Obviously had taken 5 of them on targets. We were very lucky to come away with anything in this match. We were able to get back on track versus Marine as 2 goals within the first 10 minutes were all Sheffield FC needed as we took them down by that final score. Chris Hall and Joe Fox being the goal scorers. However, Chris Hall gone off with damaged knee ligaments, going to be gone for a couple of months, which is very unfortunate because now I'm just down to Benny Igihan and Yohan Benyaya as my only 2 strikers. And Danny Bacon can take over that role in a pinch, but I'm just down to 2 primary strikers. That's not to say we didn't take our chances on this day. 13 shots, 7 of them on target, majority possession. That's how you really get things done if you want to win a game. And also limiting the opposition to 10 shots, only 1 of them on target. Basically made a mess of their entire back line as well as their front 2 strikers to prevent them from getting anything going. However, in the next couple of matches, we hit a couple of roadblocks as the return leg against Notwich saw us 1-0 losers on the backs of a 5th-minute goal from Lewis Almond. It's not to say that we didn't take our chances. 13 shots, 4 of them on target. Our finishing just wasn't clinical enough. Only weak shots on goal, easily stopped by the goalkeeper, and unfortunate that we weren't able to come away with anything, even after Notwich got sent down to 10 men with 22 minutes left to go in the match. And while one match it was expected that we probably could have come away with something, this match was completely expected we were going to lose from the off. Even though Yohan Benyaya got us a goal in the 5th minute, that proved to be our only goal in a 4-1 loss to Scarborough Athletic. Scarborough then hit us in with 2 goals in the first half and 2 more in the second by Micah Edwards, and it didn't help that Lewis Kenny got himself sent off in the 66th minute. That hindered our back line as well as hindered our attack because I needed to swap out Yohan to help out with the defense. So overall, just a really bad day for Sheffield FC and 2 losses in a row, not a good run of form. We were able to break out of it somewhat with a 0-0 draw to Kings Lynn, but once again, like the previous 0-0 draw in this set, very, very boring. 7 shots taken total and 1 shot on target total. Nobody really wanted to win this match. No one wanted to put the ball in the back of the net, and ultimately just a really boring day, a very highlightless day. In fact, I think the only highlight was Kings Lynn's shot on goal. We were able to come out of our winless streak against Curzon Ashton though, as we came back home and defeated them by the score of 4-3. Ryan Newman, Yohan Benyaya, and Benny Igihan getting the goals, especially the Yohan Benyaya winner in the 73rd minute. Curzon Ashton getting 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and quite honestly, I thought we had the ability to score more on the day. We were confusing their back line, making them make constant mistakes. Curzon Ashton's at least 2 of their goals were off of complete flukes, and I feel with how we were playing on the day, we probably could have gotten more than 16, we probably could have gotten more than 20 shots taken. But a 0-0 draw versus Matlock at home put the brakes on any sort of momentum we had, keeping the top 2 spots in this league. 12 shots, 4 on target, majority possession. You would assume that it would have been a nice, comfortable victory for us, especially since we held Matlock to no shots on target total. But once Benny Igihan went down with an injury, and he picked himself up a sprained ankle. He's going to be out for the next 5 to 7 weeks. Once Benny Egihan went down, our attacking prowess just completely faltered. And now with both Benny and Chris Hall out, I'm just down to one real striker in Yon Benyaya, and I have to implement Danny Bacon or Liam Thier in my next couple of games, as they have some sort of ability to play in the striker role. But a 0-0 draw to Matlock, who are sitting in the middle of the table, is definitely not a good result. Right, so after that run of form, which saw us with 3 wins, 3 draws, all of them scoreless, and 2 losses, we are now sitting in first place, 66 points through 35 matches, and we're 4 points clear of both Scarborough and Blythe. And with 9 matches left to play, including this one that we're playing against Northwich, I think that it's safe to say we should not finish lower than 5th place. I don't want to make assumptions before they actually happen, but it seems like with the run of form we're going, if we continue on with what we had in this past couple of months, I feel that we can go no lower than playoff spots. Of course, I want to try and win the league and gain automatic promotion, but that'll just have to come with time, and we'll see what happens with that. So, without any further delay, let's get into the match today versus Northwich Victoria. And it's going to be the battle of 4-4-2s, as that's what Northwich is going to come out with, and this is our starting lineup that we're going to be using in today's match. We're going to have Callum Williams in net, Coupe, Kennedy, Lewis, and our newest acquisition, I forgot to mention, Scott Duxbury, is coming in from that same Northwich side, and we brought him in for a fee of £1,000 and paying him $12,500 per season. For the next 2 seasons, to be quite honest with you, he is probably the best left back that this team has had in quite a while. He's 21 years old. He's English. He's 6 foot, but just take a look at some of his defensive stats. 12 marking, 10 tackling, 11 positioning. You think that's pretty decent? Yes, I agree with you. But 16 teamwork, 12 work rate, that's good as well. On the speed side, 10 pace, 10 agility, 10 acceleration. If you compare him to like Tom Batten, yes, Scott is great in both physical and mental attributes. Taking a look at some of his technical abilities, he's better in marking, not quite as good tackling, but I just take a look at this polygon and I say, man, Scott Duxbury is going to be the best left back for this team, at least for the next couple of years. And that is why I picked him up, and that is why I am now very confident that I have that left back position on lockdown. So Scott Duxbury, he's welcome to the club, and he is, I hope, will perform very well against the team that we just bought him from. Now in the middle of the park, we have Fox, Newman, Smith, and Liam Thier comprising that 4 in the mid. And up top, of course, Yon Benyaya is our main striker, but we have to implement Danny Bacon as our secondary striker, since you can see down here, Chris Hall and Benny Egihan both out with injuries. What's that going to do to the dynamic of our formation? How's that going to impede or help our style of play? I don't know, since this is the first time that I'm actually going to be using this striker pair, I don't think I've ever used Bacon and Benyaya together, so hopefully they can work out together. But there is only one way to find out, and that is actually playing this match, so let's kick off and see what happens. 11 minutes on, free kick from Thier, lays it off to Newman. Fox tries to go around his defender, gets it into Danny Bacon. Danny Bacon turns and shoots, and Danny Bacon in his first match as a striker this season gets himself a goal and puts Sheffield FC up 1-0. It was great passing, all set up from that free kick started by Liam Thier. Great ball into the box, right at the penalty area for Danny Bacon. Turns around his defender, and the goalkeeper couldn't stop that, getting us up on the board. 22 minutes gone, and the goal kick from Callum Williams is now brought down by Northwich Victoria. We need to close these guys down and hope they don't respond. Liam Thier, they still keep the ball over the top. Duxbury making a bad pass, but Callum Williams there to make the save, and it's a corner to Northwich Victoria. Duxbury almost gifting a goal to his former team. Smith, bad pass, and it's taken off, and Northwich could hit us on a counter now. Mackey to Murphy. Perry, and they're doing very well with their passing. Our defense needs to start closing these guys down and not play swarm ball. We don't want 2 or 3 guys going after one, as that'll just leave us wide open in the back. Mackey out to Humphrey on the wing. Nobody marking him, rather sadly, and they finally crack through, It's James Ball. Northwich have tied it up at 1 apiece in the 32nd minute. And this is what I was saying. You have, look at this, not even marking him, not even touching him. Leaving Ball wide open. I guess I need to start marking these guys. Benyaya into Bacon. Bacon being mugged off by 3 guys. Oh no! Long ball over the top. Mackey just missing. Oh my god, I thought that was going to be another Northwich goal. But as it stands, it is still 1-1 at the half. And defensively, we need to do a lot better, as both Lewis Kennedy and Kyle Lewis have not played their best game. Neither is Duxbury in his return against Northwich Victoria. I'm not saying that he may still have feelings for him, but he needs to step his game up. Definitely needs to step it up. 68 minutes gone, and Northwich Victoria with the goal kick. Can we come down with the ball? Newman tried, but it's still Northwich. Still coming forward with it. Going up the right. Vipond inside to Murphy, who tried a really short angle shot. Instead bounced it off the post, and the danger is cleared for now. And we're really coming down to it. 3 minutes left in this match. Another free kick from Northwich as they come forward. It bounces off the post, and good clearance from Wilson. This match could have gone either way, though in the second half it's been all Northwich. So I guess with just 15 seconds left to go, we can count ourselves lucky that we're going to come away with a point. Especially, oh my god, Benyaya, who is just a hair offside. Could have gone for the winning goal, but instead it falls 1-1. And like I said, Northwich, especially in the second half, played really well, extremely well compared to how we were doing. And to be fair, I think we snuck away with a point here, but I'm still far from pleased with how everybody was playing on the day. Northwich, 13 shots, 5 on target. We only had 7 and 3, even possession, so it's not all that bad. But with a draw, that means that Blythe have now moved up to within 2 points of us, as they themselves got a win in their match. We are now, like I said, 2 points clear with 8 matches left to go. And that draw to 18th place, Northwich, definitely not the most ideal of results, but what can you do, really, when the team just doesn't want to shoot? And we don't have any true striker outside of Yohan Benyaya anymore. I may have to switch the formation up down the stretch just to try and hold on to this lead in the league table. Don't want to concede too many goals, don't want to lose too many matches that could prove to be the difference between winning the league and having to go through a playoff. But as you can see, our last matches of the season will be against Workington, Spalding, Stourbridge, Colwyn Bay, Skelmersdale, Hyde United, Buxton, Whitby, Ashton United, and Barwell. And we're going to be coming back for that final match versus Barwell. Who knows? Will we have won the league by then? Will we need to win this match to win the league? Or are we going to be stuck in the playoffs to try and get to the Vanarama North? We'll find out at that time. You will all find out at that time. So until that time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and you want to see more FM content. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.